Hi guys, Karen here. So I had a little change in plans with what we're doing, okay? Because my paper, I hate my trimmer. I've got the Friscar Precision Pro trimmer. It doesn't line your paper up when you have to be this detailed. I should have cut it out with the rotary trimmer is what I should have done with just a regular instead of doing it on that. So it's you can tell it's throwed it off. So to get around this, and we are going to get around this, I dug out. Now my friend found this for me at her yard sailing. This it's old GIMP. I mean it's you know, it was made in Taiwan, but it says Wong's International, Memphis, Tennessee. So we're going to get around the edge by doing this, okay? And I'm going to put a trim around it. This is going to hide the boo-boo, okay? So, no problem there. However, on doing this one that I already did, that trim's too wide, it wouldn't go under the box. So I had to peel it off the paper. Okay, so I'm going to show you how I did that because I do not have, I don't even know what that one thing is called. It helps you unglue stuff. Is it unglue? Undo. Is it undo? I think undo might be what it is. I don't have any of that. And I use double-faced tape, if you guys will remember from the other video. However, then I went over it with my varnish, okay? So it's a matter of trying to get under it. And I can, because I'm using a palette knife, that's allowing me to lift up. And I'm just going to show you what I'm doing so everybody can see how I'm fixing this. And you guys will just have to fast forward through it if you don't want to hear my heat gun, okay? But I am melting it, trying to reheat that varnish and stuff a little bit. I don't want to burn my paper or my boxes, but I do need it to I need it to start releasing. And so I'm going to try and take it back to, how do you want to say that? Turn it back into a more liquefied surface between the varnish and the double-sided tape that I used. Okay? So, but we want to do it without ripping the paper. So, I'm just going to, nope. We're going to pull back a little bit. And if my head gets in the way, sorry guys, that's just how it has to be. And I'm trying to force the air to go under the box because it will help release the tape too. And you just want to do it slowly, but you have to move your palette knife farther and farther each time. Now see, it's going up this way easy, but okay, because we don't want to peel the paper. We don't want to peel this paper up, and we don't want to peel the paper off the back of the Matchbox either. And you need to be aware of your heat gun. Now mine's probably stronger than Tim Holtz because the one I got is one of Joe's old ones, and this one is it's meant to do this for carpet and vinyl on your floors. So mine will melt your skin off. There you go. Well, now if I wanted, I could take the heat gun, but it doesn't really matter because all I'm going to do is come over this way a little bit more. Let me see. Where is my white glue? Where'd all my white glue go, guys? Okay, if I have to use this, I'll use this. Because this is an older trim that's been sitting in storage, there's like little, I don't know if you can see it, but there's like little hairs. You know how this does. And what I will actually do, look right there, when I'm done is where these little hairs are, I'll go around with it with some white glue and just tap them down, and that glue will dry clear. You'll never know it's there. So, but what I do want to do is I've got to get past the bad part, and that's the beginning of this. I want to make sure that it is going to lay flat. Okay, that's the top. So I'm going to snip off right there. Now I could use a lighter, I could, but I really just don't. I don't want that burnt look. So I'm going to use this glue. I'm just going to give it a few seconds to tack up. Oh, there it is. And then, believe it or not, guys, I have my hot glue gun on. Let me get another stick in. Wow, I have not had to mess with hot glue strings in a while. And we will just tack it down. And I'm just trying to push it a little bit so it follows a curve, that's all. There's a lot of videos out there, people that do this better than I do, and they show how to gather it together. So it goes around the corners very nicely. I'm actually liking that, guys. I really am. But I am going to have to work on getting a different trimmer. That's just all there's to it. I can't do that. A lot of my stuff I cut, if you're cutting past the 1/6 inch and stuff, you're okay. But if you're cutting in between 5 1/2 and 6 1/4, you run into trouble with that. And I just got to save up for a different trimmer. That's all there's to it. I want to get that Caterpillar, whatever it's called, is what I want. I've been eyeing that for a while, a couple of years now, as a matter of fact. And that one does cut chipboard. It's got a light built into it. Everything. Okay. So, wow, huh? What do you think, guys? You like that? I like that. I do like that. Okay, so I'm gonna hot glue these on. And if anything falls apart, I will be back to let you know down the road. But I see everybody using them and having so much faith in it. I'm gonna try it. Go right up against. I want to make sure that hot glue does take on that Matchbox. Okay. I like that. I like that. So we're just going to go on to this one because I already varnished it. See, they burnt that. They burnt the edge of that. That's why I don't like that. I don't like that burnt look. But let's see if we have... Boy, that's still hot. Let me cover up my glue. Oh, it looks, yeah, I got plenty enough to do that. So we are going to do that. Before we do that though, I'm going to show you. Now see guys, I would have done this, first if I'd just been gluing and I didn't have this done on my sides. But I was afraid. I'm going to try and lay that there. Because I'm a big fan of sticking stuff down and then cutting the paper. That way I've got the paper exactly where I want it. But I was afraid with this, my knife's going to hit some of this. But it's the best way to trim it. So I've got to stand up, because I can't do this sitting down. Can you see what I'm doing? I don't know if you guys can or not. Okay. And I'm just going to put my blade flush against the thing. I might need a new blade in. You can tell where I'm hitting some of the gesso. That's okay. See, looks like that. But you can tell where it knocked off some of the gesso. So, that's why I didn't want to, after I did the whole thing. But I got some varnish on there too, so that might have helped. Where is... I'll just stick it right there for right now. Okay. So... put that there. This goes back in my drawer. This goes back down on the floor. And here it is. Okay. That's the bad end. Give me the good end. I just want to make sure it stays straight, because Karen's bad with straight lines. Let me tell you, I can't even draw a straight line with a ruler, so you can't get much worse than that. Boy, this GIMP, that's really nice for going around corners, let me tell you. That's nice. And yeah, I'm a little bit nervous with this, guys. You know, I don't usually break this out too often. But I wanted you guys to see how to fix if you have issues or something. How to fix those issues and to not let it ruin your project. Because most of the time, there's usually always a workaround. You just got to figure out what it is. And if you use the heat gun and do what I did, you're just going to have patience. That's all there is to it. You've got to melt that stuff without burning what you're trying to melt, and slowly work it. And a palette knife is very thin, so a palette knife is excellent for that. It's not the first time I've used a palette knife for stuff like that. But just have patience. Don't rush it. It's when you rush stuff, that's when it's going to rip, break, you know. And, you know, you just have to have the patience. If you don't have the patience, then you're probably better off just starting over. Oh man, I am so excited. I am going to hang these up in my bedroom tonight. I am going to hang them right beside Aunt Bridget. Exactly what I'm going to do. And I have to say, I am glad that I'm doing it this way, because I see everybody using the hot glue gun with the laces, and I'm like, how does that not show through? But at least with this trim, it's not showing through, so that's a nice plus. Oh, look what I did. That's a nice plus for me to learn. And I'm all about learning. And I'm all about showing little tips and tricks where I can, because we all got to learn them somewhere, guys. We have to figure it out somewhere. And I definitely remember being a newbie thinking, I've ruined my project. And if it wouldn't have been for friends out there actually laughing and saying, no, Karen, you didn't. It's okay. I wouldn't have realized I could save it. Would not have realized. So, wow, guys. Oh, I'm telling you, to be honest, I'm glad that happened. Because I'm enjoying that a lot. Okay, let's glue the boxes down. Okay, that one right there. I'm gonna have to get a fine marker, because you know what? I think I'm gonna write 2016 on that. Okay. Well, let me stand up and look at this. That hot glue don't bleed through that canvas, but it does get warm. Uh-huh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I gotta stick another glue stick in it, but I don't want that to dry. Stick another glue stick in there. Wow, guys, there you go. What do you think? Oh, I hope I wasn't zoomed in too close. But there they are. I'm happy with them. Anyway, thanks for joining me. Appreciate it, guys. Catch you later.